right, welcome to the Fieldays Innovation Awards for 2020. It is an iconic celebration of Kiwi ingenuity and cutting-edge agri-tech. Even COVID couldn't hold back the tide of passion and commitment, and Kiwi smarts, in fact, it may well have encouraged it because people had quite a lot of time to sit around and have some very good ideas. We're hopefully going to be joined later on by the Minister of Agriculture to present the final award. We'll see how we get on with the technology that enables us to do that, but let me get started. With me, I have Andrew Cook, Shane Dooley and Brendan O'Connell. They have judged some of the awards categories for this year. Very tough. It's tough to judge. It's hard to judge. We have Genevieve Griffin-George. Genevieve, you pretty much swept the board last year. How many categories did you win?
I was lucky to come and got 3 awards. So
just a casual 3 awards. And this was for Pick Me. What did you win those awards in? What categories?
So the Vodafone Award, the James and Wells Award, and then the Grassroots Prototype Award, which was out of this world, and I never imagined anything like that to happen. So
no, you didn't, because I remember looking at your face, and you know, if there was a need for the dictionary to have the look of surprise, your face was it. For people who are watching, tell us what Pick Me is.
So Pick Me is all about removing the stress that's associated with hiring seasonal staff. It's not only tricky for growers, farmers and producers, but it's also really hard for people that are looking for that seasonal work. And we just make that really easy and stress-free.
Stress-free. And look, the whole thing, you know, the story from its inception all the way through, it was sort of one of those little made-for-telly movie sort of stories, wasn't it? Because your father had been injured?
Yeah, my dad was in a tractor accident. He's okay now. But what it meant is that I went in to run our family kiwi fruit orchard, and I gained first-hand experience in what it was like to try and find the staff that I needed at the time that I needed, and I had a short period of time to do that. And it just, putting a sign outside the front of our orchard wasn't getting the calibre of people that I wanted, and I wanted quality people to work with us and on our business. So that's where the idea of Pick Me started, and the more people I spoke to, the more I realised it was an issue for them, but it's not something that impacts just New Zealanders. It's a global issue.
No, it's a super good platform. And now that you're a successful software magnate, look, I've still seen you, you know, being on the stand at various things around the place. It's not all glamour, is it?
No.
I mean, you're here now, obviously.
Yeah, no, but I think that's the thing that's really important about software, is that it is designed for the people that are going to use it.
Yeah.
And I had a personal experience as to what that was like, but we're building software that's not going to impact just the kiwi fruit industry. This is global. It's going to impact ag as a whole, and so you actually need to be at the forefront. You need to be speaking to people. And,
oh, look, I could see this fitting into any number of businesses. That, you know, a fantastic idea. Andrew, you know, you were one of the judges. What were you judging? What were you looking for?
Yeah, so I've been judging the Launch NZ category for a few years now.
For people who don't know what that is?
So that's the category where it's not quite grassroots, it's not the sort of the new invention that hasn't yet made it to the market. It's something that's going to launch usually this year. It might have already launched, but only since last Fieldays. And so we're looking for a level of innovation that is perhaps better executed than you might get in the grassroots category, and we're looking for things that are ready for market.
And Shane, you were helping him judge that.
Yeah.
A lot of conversations between the two of you around, or the other judges around what you were looking for. Are there certain things that you might have been looking for in particular?
Yeah, so we have a varied panel, and I think we all ask for different things, and that's how we kind of come to a really good consensus, to be honest, with different backgrounds, looking for different specific things. But I think, broadly speaking, solving a real problem and the ability to commercialise it, I think, is what we look for in that launched product.
Heated conversation as to
Sometimes we have a farmer in our team, and you know, one of the things is if he says no, I just never use that, then that's a really good guy.
That's how you know.
Well.
It depends on how innovative the farmer is, isn't it?
This guy's pretty good.
Yeah. That is a good base. Hey, Brendan, what were you judging?
Judging the international innovations this year, along with Dr. Jacqueline Roworth and Tony Parker.
High-powered judging panel.
Yeah, great panel. Yeah, and great entries.
And so, with that international one, that's things from overseas who have entered into this competition?
That's for companies or businesses that are trading in more than 2 markets. So it can be a New Zealand business. This year it happened to be all European. So we had 2 Irish, 2 Swedish, and 1 German. although the Swedish was one business. and a
What,
multinational.
what was it that brings those businesses to this awards? Because entering an awards, there's a lot of work involved with entering an award.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, Fieldays and Fieldays Online is a really, great platform for getting to know the New Zealand market. Some of the entries were already really well established in the market, so it was natural for them to continue doing that work here. And for other people, it's the place where they launch their product here.
It is.
And they're strongly looking for New Zealand presence. It's a natural fit for them, so it's a great place to be.
Marvellous. Look, I'm sure that you have had a lot of time standing around. I find it very hard to judge. I quite often have to judge the little Lego models at the AMP shows.
I have to do it at home.
Yeah, the vegetable animals. It's very difficult. Hey, look, speaking of Lego models and vegetable animals, when it comes to school competitions, that is not the kind of criteria we have with the Young Inventor of the Year. So our first award is a real crowd pleaser. It's the award for the Young Inventor of the Year. Gosh, we've seen some good young people coming through that over the years and seeing them mature. It's such a blast to see the energy and the ideas from these young people. I say that's patronising the young people. We all love to see the winners from this category continue to finesse their inventions and come back, as I've said time and time again, with genuinely commercial products. So without any further ado, the three finalists in the Young Inventor of the Award for 2020 are Flash Flow from James Barker, Thomas Glenn, William Cowan and Kirtley Harper of St Paul's Collegiate School's Agribusiness Program. Flash Flow is an LED turbine-powered water flow detector, inspired by LED lights in a shower fitting. If the lights go off, the water's not flowing, indicating a possible leak. The judges feel the innovation cleverly combines different technologies to address the problem of water wastage. Our second finalist is the sheep stencil from Kate Krugo. Kate's invention is aimed at encouraging unwilling sheep into holding pens and chutes. The judges said this innovation uses Kate's artistic skills to aid efficient stock movement. A very simple and clever idea that we think epitomises Kiwi ingenuity. And our third finalist is unique recognition from Molly Nelson, Alice Watson, Libby Deadman and Lucy Fullerton-Smith of St Paul's Collegiate School. The team devised an app that uses facial recognition technology for sheep, identifying and recording vital information as an alternative to ear tags. The judges said, good use of external expertise to assist the inventors and well done on thinking outside the box. Brilliant, each and every one of them. The winner, they're probably sitting on the end of their phone in the middle of the classroom right now, waiting to see if it's going to be them. The winner of the 2020 Fieldays Young Inventor of the Year. Congratulations to Flash Flow, James Barker, Thomas Glenn, William Cowan and Kirtley Harper of St Paul's Collegiate School. They have won $1,000 and, of course, the glory that goes with the trophy. It's probably one that looks not dissimilar to this little thing there. You can't... I'll put it. It's sort of invisible, but it's not invisible. It has a huge amount of visibility within the wider trophy-based world and their futures. Hadn't realised quite how invisible that trophy was. Hey, a lot of kudos. And another win for the students from the agribusiness course at St Paul's Collegiate. Andrew, what are they doing so well there? Because they're always amongst the, if they're not winning, they're definitely there.
They are, and I mean, I'd like to say it's the fact that they're Waikato based, but I'm probably biased.
You are.
I think when schools actually focus on this sort of thing and have agriculture as part of the curriculum, it actually aids more than just agriculture, right? It's not just people who are going into farming, it enables a whole level of thinking. And so that's what we see the outcome of.
Yeah. Shane, a lot of these young inventors then go on to, considerable commercial success. I'm thinking in particular of that simple little kindling splitter award. Remember the kindling splitter, the young woman from Taranaki? And, what a great story that was.
Absolutely.
What's the secret to that commercial success with some of these inventions or innovations?
I think they figure out there's a problem and I can solve it. And it's literally as simple as that. I mean, after that, it comes commercializing it and all that. But actually, this is a problem. This is how I'm going to solve it. And I know people want it. That's it.
It's pretty straightforward.
That product is selling commercially now. It's I see it advertised at the moment. It's great to see.
Which one is that?
The log splitter.
Oh, the log. Yeah. And then
right.
they were going into the States. I think they did a deal maybe with Walmart or something. But then, of course, Genevieve, you may know, once you start to scale up, that scale can become very difficult for people.
Yeah, it can, but I think it's the determination of the people that are driving it, right? And that's part of what we were talking about before. Go out there, do it, try it. I came to Fieldays with an MVP, minimum viable product. It was a small version of what I wanted, but I got the validation there. And I didn't get it just from New Zealanders. I didn't get it just from producers. I got it from the international market saying that this is something that we need. So that's it. You can't do these things alone. I haven't been able to do these things alone. I had an amazing support network, not just from there's so many different government agencies that have helped us get to that, but it's your friends and your family that keep you going to do that, because it's not easy, but it's worth it.
It's not easy, and that really is that collegiality and support. And we're going to be talking a little bit more about that as we go through the afternoon. Next up, we have our 4 sponsor awards. These awards allow the winners to gain invaluable professional support, research and IP advice from our wonderful commercial partners. So, again, here we go. The winners of the 2020 Sponsorship Awards are... First up, the Vodafone Digital Innovation Award goes to WaterWatch Live. WaterWatch have designed a range of sensors that are truly plug and play, coupled with an AI engine that learns from water usage and interprets the data. The judges love the product's combination of Internet of Things, AI and augmented reality to make life easier on the farm. The winner of the Callaghan Innovation Partnership and Collaboration Award is Lateral by Equilibrium Biologicals, a biological pesticide that controls caterpillars, providing natural protection that is not toxic to bees and offers a safe, effective alternative to conventional pesticides. The judges were impressed not just with the innovation, but the extensive collaboration with other industry partners and regulators to develop the product. The AWS Innovation and Data Award goes to the FleetPin Rollover Safety System, a warning and critical alert system designed for quad bikes and other farm vehicles. The rollover sensor determines the orientation of a quad bike or vehicle in 3D space. When a roll is detected, the system automatically starts a countdown to send an SOS for help. The judges said it is a good use of real-time streaming data and analytics that could save lives. And the winner of the James & Wells Innovation Award is a chemical-free varroamite treatment from HiveSite, an in-beehive thermal process developed to eliminate varroamite in commercial operations. As well as praising the innovative non-chemical approach, the judges were impressed by the potential for added value this technology offers. Crikey Dickens, what a delightfully eclectic range of products. Now, Genevieve, here's the thing. We were talking about what you get out of these awards. Last year, you won the Vodafone Innovation Technology Award and the James & Well Innovation Award. Great awards, but also a great way to make personal connections with those particular sponsors, with their abilities and skills.
Yeah, it's their expertise. I think it's, you don't know what you don't know, and you can be as open as possible, and it's who helps you on that journey. So James & Wells were amazing in that we trademarked Pygmy, which was fantastic. Wouldn't have been able to do it without them. The expertise was phenomenal. And then Vodafone, and it might sound small, but it's actually a big deal, is that I had just left my job at PwC and given in my corporate phone, and I went back to my phone was cracked. It was something I'd had since I was 20, and I won a phone, and I was back online again, and I could do all my emails, I could connect to people, and it's not about, it's those small things that do help you start your business, but again with Vodafone, the connections that they can give us further down the track. Just an amazing opportunity, but yeah.
It was, because now that I am reminded of your phone, and actually, we talk about all of these fancy companies coming in. I remember, no disrespect, Genevieve, pretty basic kind of setup. I think we had, we had people, looking for furniture for your stand and various other things. But that, people shouldn't be afraid to go in at that level, because clearly the best part of the idea is the idea.
Yeah, that's it. And it's the people that help you, right? It's definitely, you've got to be open to that. And I think that's something that's helped me in particular, because we have been, please come on this journey with us. We're not going to do this alone. Technology needs to be simple and easy to use, but there's a combination of people that need to build that with you, be it your users, be it people that have expertise, be it that people that can tell you what it is that you need to know that you don't know because you've never done it before.
Exactly right. And it seems a very good place to leap to the Innovation Prototypes Awards. So one of our finalists will win the award for the grassroots prototype. One is going to win the established prototype. You won one of these too, Genevieve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, guys.
What were you looking for in this category, judges? Who judged this?
Well, neither Shane nor I was in this category, but the things that they're looking for are very similar to what we were looking for. So you're really looking for something that's innovative, something that hasn't been done before, or if it's been done, has been done significantly better.
All right, let us have a look. The finalists competing for the glory of being named Fieldays Prototype Winners 2020. Here they are. Agriseed's Bioactive N, a bioactive formulation that reduces urinary nitrogen and increases animal performance. The innovation incorporates both marine and terrestrial plants high in bioactive content. The judges see this as a valuable tool to assist in nitrogen control. HiveSite's chemical-free varroa mite treatment. The judges applauded an efficient, innovative system that uses heat to kill varroa mites without the need for chemicals. The third finalist in the Prototype Awards is Mobile Scanning Electric Vehicle Enhancement, or M7, a remote-controlled, fully electric rover measuring yield and dry matter. The judges have seen a dramatic improvement in the product since its predecessor was entered in the Innovation Awards last year. New capability, size and method of operation have turned a proof of concept into what the judges believe is a commercially viable product. Brilliant, each and every one of them. The winner of the Grassroots Prototype Award, there it is, that is the award there. They received that, and I think $2,500 on a cheque. We still do cheques these days. It's the only part of the world that has a cheque awards night. So the winner of the Grassroots Prototype Award for the trophy and the cheque. Congratulations to Thermal Varroa Mite Treatment from HiveSite. Let's have if you're at home, a round of applause for them for all their hard work, the bragging rights, as well as the trophy. And the winner we're going to scroll down so I can read it. There we go. Magic of television. The winner. I could have just read it off there, but it's more, I think, they're waiting at home. I'm just one of those awards hosts that just makes people who have entered this go, just tell us whether or not we've won. I can tell you, if you are Bioactive N from Agriseed, congratulations, you are the winners of the established Prototype Award. You get the trophy and the cheque. They are coming your way. So a round of applause for both of them. Judges, moving from that Prototype Award to the established award, what kind of transition do people need to make for that?
I guess a little bit more ready for market is probably what it is. I mean, we're still accepting that they're not on the market, but a little bit more advanced. Maybe it's their second year in that Prototype Awards, and it's actually looking a little bit more mature.
Yeah,
it's probably.
What are you looking for in something like that? And if you're judging a category like that, what's the thing that you think makes the real difference?
Well, one of the big things we're looking for is what's going to actually have an impact on agriculture. And that all sounds very simple to say. That rules out some innovations though. So there are some which are very, very clever, but you say, well, actually, 3 people are going to use this and they'll think it's fabulous, but its impact's going to be small. So we're looking for things that are going to have a significant impact as well.
Yeah. And Brendan, you judge the international category. When you look at these local contenders, what do you think, that ability for them to upscale to that international level?
It's a real challenge for lots of them, and I know that Shane and the guys are often looking for that, the ability to scale up. And it does mean being able to understand what the customer requirements might be in different markets, and that's definitely what makes the international award winner and the other entrants really stand out, that they understand, more than 2 markets. So, yeah, it's
marvellous. Well, I'm sure that there are celebrations going on all over the country, wherever it is that those people are, and they'll be looking forward to going to the mailbox later in the weekend, getting their cheque.
They won't be able to cash it.
Won't be able to cash it. No, actually, God, crikey. Anyway, hey, look, congratulations to all of them. The next award is the Launch New Zealand Award. It recognises products launched to the New Zealand market by small and medium-sized businesses. This is a great opportunity to test the market, to showcase their innovations and to gain media coverage. Now, Shane and Andrew, you judged this category. How tough was the competition?
Yeah. It's always tough.
Yeah, it's always tough. Yeah.
What were you looking for?
Similar again, we're looking to see those problems solved. In this one, it's probably a little bit more mature. What's the business plan? They're launched or about to launch. So how effective do we think they're going to be able to execute on that? And
So it's the whole package, really, isn't it? It's more than simply a good idea. Well, before you go too far and throw in a spoiler. Let us have a look at the finalists. The winner of the Launch NZ Award in 2020 will receive $5,000. Here are the finalists. The Trusty Colostrum Management System from Antahi Innovations, a practical colostrum management system. Trusty colostrum bags and accessories are designed to easily refrigerate and freeze colostrum to maintain quality, to quickly transport the colostrum to calves, and to hygienically feed directly from the bag. Judges said, a well thought out system. Each component is clever in its own right, but together they make a compelling solution. And SurePhos from Balance Agri-Nutrients, an effective, sustainable phosphate that reduces phosphate loss by up to 75% compared to superphosphate. This new product provides a cost-effective way for farmers to address the impact of phosphate fertilisers on New Zealand waterways. It is the result of 10 years R&D and a substantial investment in both market research and manufacturing process. Crikey, what a lot of awards. And I'll tell you what, the winner of the Launch NZ Award, we were talking earlier on, you know, does it have an agricultural background? Well, it doesn't really get more agricultural than the Trusty Colostrum Management System from Antahi Innovations. They have picked up that category. Congratulations to them. What did you love about this particular innovation, Andrew?
Yeah, huge attention to detail. You know, each of the components is not necessarily unique by itself, but they've just been put together in such a way that it's a complete system, and it just works really well together. Yeah.
We're talking about that, you know, putting things together in a different kind of way. There is a difference, isn't there, between invention and innovation? Do you see some of that in here, where you've seen categories where people bring something in and they've just tweaked it or used it or taken something that already exists and changed how it's delivered?
Yeah, and these guys are an example of that, actually. This is a great systems approach with new ideas, you know, even you know, the attention to detail on the cost, the reusability of the bags. There's an environmental aspect to that, and then just even, you know, overall addressing the productivity in terms of the end result. And it's exportable.
How big a business are they, Antahi? Small?
Yeah, they're growing. I mean, they've been around a few years.
They got their starts at the Fieldays Innovation Awards.
Well, there we go. It's all soon. Genevieve, look at her now. She's here.
Yeah.
It's all glamour.
Yeah, I'm just not in my work boots. This is the first time. You said glam, and I went, yes, COVID happened, lockdown, no more jammies.
Yes, we did. What was the most exciting thing about this category?
I look at it and I think, wow, there's a few of these could actually scale overseas. That's what's cool about it.
Yeah, indeed, and within that category as well, you saw, you know, even with the SurePhos, you know, a huge company, government innovation, you know, 10 years of research, phenomenal kind of things entered.
Potentially huge impact too on New Zealand agriculture, on our waterways, and on the cost of environmental sustainability. So really exciting stuff.
Very exciting stuff. What do you think of it, Andrew, when you see all of those rolled out there? Oh, sorry, Brendan. It's a lot of names. It's Friday.
I can do the Andrew. It's
you can do it, Andrew.
I can do the Andrew. I just love seeing the range of entries that we've got. You know, you start seeing really simple solutions to common problems, and then really technical solutions to serious problems as well. It's just it's a great range.
Didn't re-enter this year, Genevieve?
No.
Next year?
Maybe.
Have you entered other things?
No, but things came off the back of Fieldays, so I ended up going to Evoke Ag at the beginning of this year, and I spoke about Pick Me as a future young leader, and that was something that resulted from being at Fieldays and speaking to Agri-Futures. So I think there's that real connection that we've got between Australia and New Zealand, and we're continuing to foster that, but also internationally. So you don't actually know what will happen until you put yourself out there.
You don't. How important is the personality behind the idea? Because, you know, Genevieve, had you done much speaking or anything like that prior to this?
No.
No, and yet I've seen you, you know, on trade stands discussing things. I think the Zespri conference, we had a chat. You're there as a young leader. You know, do you sometimes, when you're judging this, look at the ability for that person or the people they have involved to take this somewhere further?
Absolutely, yeah. We definitely had that as sort of one of the criteria, as what is the real capability and attitude of the team. And I think you pointed to it earlier on. You know, it's that ability just to keep on going, to work through the issues. Far more important than the idea even. You know, the ideas are cheap. But
relatively speaking, look, I think even investors look at people, ideas as well. But actually, are these guys, in Genevieve's case, is she going to be able to execute on this? And it's almost more important.
It is. And look, I imagine one of the difficulties, Genevieve, is if you win something like this, suddenly there's a whole lot of folk coming around going, oh, we'll invest. Is there also then the need to be able to say no?
Yes. Yes. And it's very hard to do. And I think this is the thing where you have to go with your gut. But again, it's not just one person that does this. It's not one person that takes something global. I haven't been able to do what I've done without the team behind Pick Me, and we do it together. And it's not just the team, it's everybody else that brings it together. So I think that's the secret sauce. It's how you can pull it together, how you can operate, and do you have that core vision, and what is it that you really want to do and the impact that you want. So when you really care about it, it's easy to talk about it, hey?
It is easy to talk about it. Hey, now we've looked at these local ones. Brendan, you judged the international one.
I did.
What were you looking for?
Very similar answer to what the guys have given, and you're really looking for some novelty and innovation, but applied in a way that's really solving problems. I guess the challenge in the international award is solving those problems in multiple markets. So we did have an emphasis on making sure that these international solutions were solving problems for New Zealand farmers. And the other criteria include, that ability to execute what the path to market is, and finally the makeup of the team. Do they have the focus and the drive to get past the inevitable problems there will be, not just in finishing further product development, but actually executing in the market, and the type of attitude that Genevieve is implying
How
here.
much? It sounds very complex. How much detail do they have to provide?
They provide quite a bit of information to begin with. I've obviously got the application form, but a whole pile of supporting information. This year, of course, we had to do the interviews with them via Zoom, and we had good sessions with the guys. I think it actually helped us focus. The Zoom actually worked out really well. And they got a bit of a grilling.
Rightly so. Rightly so. And a difficult decision in the end. We're going to find out who the winner is very soon, but was it a tough one?
It's a really strong winner with some great competition in there, but the winner is standout, and I'll keep my mouth shut from there.
Let's do now. Speaking of people who aren't going to keep their mouth shut, I think we have the Minister on the phone. We're going to go to have a look at who the finalists are first. So the final award, the 2020 Fieldays International Award. Let us have a look at who the finalists are. MagGrow is a patented technology that significantly reduces waste associated with conventional pesticide applications. The MagGrow system delivers a more consistent spray droplet profile, resulting in higher pesticide coverage on and inside the plant canopy. The judges have been impressed by the strong science backing an innovative solution that reduces chemical and water usage while improving efficacy in spraying applications. And Evanza from De Laval, an innovative milking cluster that aims to deliver more milk with better udder health and less service. This unique design offers improvements in animal and farmer well-being with a lightweight cluster that incorporates the first ever cartridge system to enable quick liner changes. All right, we have with us the Honourable Damien O'Connor, Minister of Biosecurity, Agriculture and Rural Communities. He is coming in direct from what appears to be a tarmac in Wellington. We've spoken from in a lot of places, Damien, but I hope that you are not currently walking to a plane.
No, I'm within the building, so it's all okay. But I see too many tarmacs, I have to say.
There are so many tarmacs. Hey, look, I'm going to allow you to introduce the winner, or to name the winner.
And the winner is MagGrow of Ireland for innovative solution that reduces chemical and water usage. Congratulations to MagGrow.
Congratulations to them indeed. Hey, Damien, you've seen these awards for a number of years. You know the importance of innovation. You're in a government currently that is saying that, the primary sector is going to have to basically, save the country. How important are awards like this?
Oh, absolutely. It puts a profile of our innovation on the fact that we are promoting innovation around the world, opening up the door to anyone from around the world to come in. And we want to use their technology. We want to, develop better practices within agriculture, better environmental management, better productivity. And the Fieldays has always been the place for that to happen. And so even though it's a slightly different environment, it's one that we'll just have to make the best use of and go online and still be productive and celebrate these things.
We absolutely do. Look, I know you've got to go very soon. What would be, you get to travel around, what would be the most exciting little innovation you've seen around the country at the moment, or group of people who are doing something?
Look, I went to Plant Tech in the Bay of Plenty 2 days ago. Absolutely amazing what they're doing there with artificial intelligence, using data. It makes my head hurt when they go to explaining what's going on there, but using international data, 11 people from all over the world coming together, and solutions for fruit picking, solutions for water management, you name it, they like the challenge. And I think that if we work collaboratively across the world, we can come up with the solutions that we need.
Absolutely. And I imagine you're very optimistic that all of this will continue on through the next little while as we not only feed ourselves, but, grow the economy and feed a whole lot of other people around the world.
Look, we've been known as good farmers in the world. We now want to be the best farmers for the world. And I think we're going, down that pathway very, very quickly. We've launched Te Taiao, which is the underlying values that will drive everything that we do. It's around well-being of all parts of our production system. And I think we'll be very proud to grow ourselves, to grow that brand and grow the returns for our country.
Marvellous. And that document, of course, is available, I think, online and various things over the course of the last week. What's the single best thing about that document for you?
I guess it's getting a shift in focus, actually giving us a vision and understanding why we're doing all these wonderful things. We know what to do and how to do it. We sometimes don't know why. If we can establish that, it will help drive us faster, further, and reach the outcomes that we want.
Marvellous. Hey, look, I'm sure there's going to be a whole lot of people over the next 58 days asking you why. All the best for the campaign out there. We will catch up with you in a real time, in a real space at some stage in the future.
Thank you very much, and enjoy the celebrations, and congratulations to Magro.
Thank you very much. Why Magro? Brendan?
Just a fantastic piece of innovation, really. They tick all the boxes in terms of saving money, reducing chemical use and saving water. So really, really practical, straight, direct impact on farm right now. Easy to understand, easy to apply. So innovation for the day was perfect. Yeah.
Marvellous. Very, very quick final thoughts. If there was someone out there with an invention or an innovation, what would you say to them?
Yeah, absolutely get involved with Fieldays Innovations. Not only is it a great opportunity to test your innovation, test your thinking, but you will meet so many people who can become your helpers in your team.
Who do we need most in this country in terms of this? These innovators?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And agri-tech is so important to New Zealand and the world now. So it's absolutely, it's farmers, it's engineers, it's scientists, it's business people.
It is, and it's people take home wonderful trophies like this. This is the international award. Who knows, Genevieve? Maybe one day you'll be picking this up. You get the last word because these guys are just judges. I mean, they do other stuff as well. But you're a winner, a multiple winner. You won a lot of things. Your life has changed forever, courtesy of being given some bits of plastic and a marquee in the middle of Mystery Creek. What next for you?
Well, for us, we're releasing beta. So COVID-19 meant that growers couldn't and farmers couldn't do the things that they'd always done, and it enabled us to come in and put together a process which means that you can hire completely contactless from application right through to induction. And so what we're doing is looking for people that want to work with us, because that's the way that you build technology that will not only be of benefit, but we can globally scale.
Great, look at that. Always, they say in these things, should always have a call to action at the end. How do they get hold of you? Do they Google Pick Me?
Yeah, go on to Pick Me.
PIC?
PICMI.io.
Right, there you go. She's young, you see, so spelling's not a priority. PICMI.
Yeah, that's it.
Google it, or just look for Genevieve, multi-award winning innovator at the Fieldays. You'll be able to track it down. And that's what you want now, so people coming in and saying, hey, look, I'm prepared to back you by giving it a bit of a go in a real world situation.
That's it. We want people's time, because that's worth more than dollars.